Hello and welcome to sunny Cochrane Stadium in cloudless Bowling Green, Ohio. It is a beautiful night for some soccer. My name is Stephen Jenkins. I am joined by my colleague Will Earhart on the call tonight, and the air is electric here. Will, good to see you. It's our first game back this season, and we've got a lot to talk about, a lot to be excited about, and welcome.
Stephen, it's great to be here. What a perfect night. 82 degrees as the sun just begins to set behind us. Bowling Green electric tonight with the Black Swamp Arts Festival going on downtown. And, there is energy in the air as the Bowling Green State University Falcons, who've performed well over their first 4 games and yet somehow still without a win, looking to turn it around tonight. And I think there's a lot of optimism they'll be able to do so.
There is a lot of optimism, and you know, the mood in the stadium and amongst the team is not that this is a winless team. It's more that this is a team that's playing very well and has just not connected on goal yet. And so, again, the atmosphere is great, the team spirit is great, and I think what would be really great is something like 6 or 7 goals tonight. But I think 2 or 3 would probably do as well.
I think that's right.
Let's focus on a big positive. 4 games and 2 goals conceded. So the team is playing well. The defense is playing well. It's just a matter of getting that front line in sync and having some of these players that haven't played together gelling well. So Bowling Green and classic white and orange attacking the southernmost goal, while the Michigan State Spartans attack to the north. Will, we are in the midst of I guess on the tail end of a Big Ten trilogy here. 1-0 loss at home to Ohio State in what was an incredible game here at Cochrane Stadium.
Yes.
Incredible energy. I know you were here, and we enjoyed watching that from the stands.
Yes, very unfortunate to be on the losing end of that game, and I think that's true of all their games so far. The record does not tell the story of these Falcons.
It really doesn't. And kudos to everyone who was here at that game. The fan support was incredible. Will, I know we stood with a young man even at the end of the game, and he was getting chants going. And I'd like to find that kid and give him a T-shirt. He was very excited to possibly get a free T-shirt.
That's right.
But the energy that night was amazing. Here as the Falcons will clear, and Michigan State will try to keep it in, and it looks like that will go out for a Michigan State throw-in. So Michigan State on the offensive early. Off to a chippy start here as both teams battle for possession. Neither player looks worse for the wear.
As Sergi Martinez winning the free kick there. If the prior games are anything to go by, I think he's going to be a big part of the story.
Absolutely.
I know you and I were particularly impressed last week with Eli Shope, who I see here,
Absolutely.
Here on the near touchline. Really impressed with his work ethic, but also just his combination play down the right has been sensational every time we've had a chance to watch him this year.
He's been electric. Bowling Green native, went to St. John's, and here's Nathan Masters, puts a cross in. Ping pongs around. Oh, Beto with the dummy. It's going to take a shot, and it will just go wide, but Falcons with a legitimate threat there, and the fans love it. I thought Eli Shope just shined on the pitch against Ohio State. He was electric, and it's one of the first times I've seen him have a game where he was the player that really jumped off the pitch, and I'd like to see more of that. It's exciting, and it's pretty cool that he's from Bowling Green as well.
Absolutely. And speaking of the devil, here he is.
Here he is getting involved.
Well, Bowling Green with an early chance there, and I think that's what we've been looking for, is a little bit more chance creation from these Falcons, and encouraging to see early on.
Yep.
They're right after it.
Nathan Masters with the endless energy. He always ends those with a flying ninja kick, trying to bring that ball down. Amir Dietrich, from Ulm, Germany, is going to be playing a lot of minutes for the Falcons. I know Coach Nichols is really excited about him. Kale Nichols here with the ball now. Great ball control, just deflected away. Beto now will feed Kuzmano, who I think went for the back heel. The Falcons really having a lot of joy right in front of goal, and you have to imagine that with this many chances, something will happen. Ref says nothing doing there, but the Falcons still maintain possession. Jensen Lukosky slows things down just a little bit. I believe that will go out for a Spartan throw in. Will, of course, if this was football and we had consecutive games against Ohio State, Michigan, and Michigan State, this would be miserable. Because that shot just goes wide. But, of course, BG very competitive in Division I soccer, started the year ranked 25th and able to really give these Big Ten teams more than they can handle.
Absolutely. I think that preseason ranking reflects the growth and the strength of this program. You know, BGSU, of course, going to the tournament last year, winning a game, doing very well. And I think that expectations are high for this year, even if, again, those first 4 games haven't quite gone to plan. Plenty of season left, and it's not as though they've been outplayed or been performing poorly. These have been very excellent Falcons.
I think it's going to be a fouled throw. Maybe not fouled, but he's going to ask him to retake that. I agree with you, Will, and I think you'd rather see the 4 results than we've had against top teams than a series of 2-0 victories against very poor competition. That's not going to help you come tournament time.
Absolutely. They have played a tricky Big Ten schedule so far.
Yeah.
And
Loyola, no joke, as well.
Absolutely.
So
and it's not going to get any easier when they start playing those MAC teams.
It really will not.
This is not football. This is college soccer, and the MAC is an exceptionally strong conference.
It really is, yeah. Of course, we are excited for our BGSU football Falcons as well and wish them well this season.
Good showing last week against UCLA.
Yes, I believe scored first. Was that? Perhaps.
You know, Stephen, certainly you and I do watch a lot of BGSU football, but we are here to talk about the BGSU men's Falcons soccer program. Doing well so far. Pretty even game.
Yeah, I think so. I would say BG has had a few more chances, but Michigan State had their share of the ball here in the final third. I didn't think wind was going to be an issue, but I'm feeling some breeze blowing through.
If we feel it in the box, they're feeling it on the field.
Yes. Oh, and I like this idea. And look at Eli Shope turn the wheels on. He pauses there. And I like that he didn't just go full bore. I think he thought if he took a pause, maybe the ball would skip in his favor. That is a beautiful ball to Kale Nichols. Goodness gracious, that was gorgeous. Nathan Masters with his usual unrelenting press, and the Michigan State defender will just put that out for a Falcons throw-in. That's the power of that press.
Excited to see this long throw. They're setting up for a throw into the box. They've got their defenders, including Joey Apinonu, push forward. We'll see what happens.
I like this as well. And it's a good throw right on his head, just barely missed. Maybe there was some.
Referee seen something he doesn't like. I'm not sure what. Oh, they're having him take the throw. Didn't like the spin on the ball, I guess. Think otherwise it looked like a good throw to me, but referee thought otherwise. Guess we'll get the VAR check on that one, Stephen.
Boy, if VAR in the Premier League has been any indication, I will pass on that.
Well, they're off this weekend, so, you know, it's...
They are, and, you know, maybe a tasteful time to mention our condolences to anyone grieving the death of the Queen of England. We know we do have friends across the world, and if you're grieving her passing, our condolences are with you. And certainly, she was alive for some wonderful eras of British and world soccer.
Absolutely. Actually, Stephen, I've got a great fact on this I saved just for this very moment.
I hope it's not the fact I was going to say. You do yours first.
Oh, no. Okay, so mine relates to the World Cup. Does yours as well?
No, please.
Okay, great. So Queen Elizabeth, the only monarch in history to have been alive during each and every single World Cup that's ever been put on.
Incredible.
The only one.
Incredible. There has only been one professional soccer team invited to Buckingham Palace to meet with the Queen.
No.
And that is Arsenal.
Oh, I was going for our BGSU men's Falcons.
No, that would have been incredible. No, they were invited, but very busy with a MAC tournament at the time. No, it was Arsenal.
Was that the Invincibles? Was that the season
I think
they were
it was,
invited?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and she was a fan.
They're no treble winners, but that was a good year for Arsenal, no doubt.
It's incredible that she lived that long as an Arsenal fan. I digress. Falcons with the free kick here, and Joy will take it. And watch how far he kicks this ball. Eli Shope, he's probably signaling to Eli Shope, you could go further.
Eli Shope all alone over here. You know Joey loves those crossfield passes. We'll see if he looks for that.
No.
Oh, go short.
Maybe a little give. He wants a little more distance.
Bit of a tease there as we all got set up.
He will find. Oh, puts it on the ground. Interesting. Got to keep him honest, I guess.
That's right. Well, Stephen, we're about 10 minutes in. Pretty even play so far. BGSU certainly, I think, with the better of the chances amongst the two teams. Typical high intensity, high press from BGSU. Looking promising so far, but we'll see how those chances fall.
Yeah, just looking right now, I am impressed with Michigan State's defensive shape. Ooh, kind of a looping ball that was
teasing there. Clearly
across, but had it gone for a goal, would have been celebrated with great aplomb. I'm certain in the after game presser it would have been claimed on purpose, but expertly handled by Owen Finnerty.
Joey Abinonu wins the free kick there. You don't often see him wrestle to the ground.
Ethan Masters with the ball on the charge again. That will go out for a Falcons corner kick. Owen Finnerty from Walled Lake, Michigan. What is in that lake?
Tell you what, they got it walled off. Must be good.
Well, Will, I've missed being up here with you. Not that we don't make these jokes off air, but we don't get to share them.
That's right.
Corner kick. I believe that is Beto on the kick. Kind of a low kick, but I liked it.
Ooh. Sergi Martinez teed up there. Couldn't quite find the connection he wanted. That. BGSU creating chances. I mean, really, some of these early games, that has been maybe that final issue has just been that final pass, creating that chance. Not an issue tonight. They've had a few looks.
Lots of chances. Just need that finish. Masters and Kuzmano up top. Nichols clearly likes that combo, sticking with him, and he's had a history of trusting players, and they show up and prove themselves. So Cale Nichols fouled there. Referee right in front of it.
Certainly gave the benefit of the doubt.
Beto's going to look to hit Shope in motion. Let's see if he wants to take this defender 1v1. Tries to chip around him. Ball takes a friendly bounce. See if he can pick it off. That will just go out for a Falcon throw-in. Shope asks for the ball quickly.
Good play.
Kuzmano is really good down the side here usually. Hopefully I'm not jinxed that, didn't I? But he is quite good at cutting in.
Interesting this year, Stephen, to watch Joey Abinonu shift from that right-sided, either at right back or a third center back, and shifting into the middle this year.
Yeah.
And so far, looking very comfortable. Just 2 goals conceded in 4 games, and I mean his usual imperious self.
Imperious. I like that.
Michigan State with some nice possession here.
Yeah. In situations like this is where Joey can just take over. And just so big. He's going to body that out. Fans are loving that. Just dominated that. Entire play. Mayor Didic loves it.
Got a wonderful mix in the crowd here of orange and red. That orange for the BGSU and red, of course, the BG High School. A lot of representation here tonight as well. Looking great.
Not a lot of green. A little bit of green.
Not a lot of green tonight here.
Yeah, Lansing is...
bit of a drive, I guess.
Bit of a drive, yeah. Maybe 3.5 hours. Wow, that one will go out for a throw-in. Well, I am just realizing we have a new scoreboard this year. Are you noticing this as well?
Yes, and of course I too noticed that it's new. certainly looks different than last year's scoreboard. I can say that for sure.
Well,
not the same one.
Our scoreboard for the last few years is having intermediate issues, so this one looks much better.
Okay. It certainly looks great. Whoever responsible for that, very, very well done.
Michigan State switching the field. Falcons going to press, though, and Michigan State could end up in some trouble, but able to escape. Joey called into action. Love that safe sliding tackle.
Amir Didic.
Jensen cleaning things up, and that's why he's a captain. Really runs the center of the park and can help out in both directions.
Just for a moment, Kyle Kusamana was in acres of space here on the right. Michigan State able to recover. The ball never came, but something to watch. I know we've got a few listeners from a few different area high schools here tonight. Not just BG represented. Perrysburg, of course, also has a member of the team, and a lot of other local high schools who participate in this program. So shout out to all of them as well who may be listening in. Your Anthony Waynes,
Mommy.
your other local communities. Great to have you with us as well.
And just to remind everyone, every game at Cochrane Stadium is free. Adults, kids, students alike. Plenty of parking, so come on down and watch some awesome soccer. Wow, Amir Didic, wow, with the footwork too. Oof. I think he may have nutmegged a defender accidentally or a midfielder.
That classic inadvertent meg on the back pass.
Joey with a great ball, skips along. It's just going to go out. I have to warn you, I see a Vazula. Is that how it's pronounced?
Vuvuzela?
Vuvuzela
of course.
In the crowd. And it's mercifully been holstered
until this very moment.
The young child is actually using it like a telescope. There is a chance he may not discover its true function, but I fear the worst.
Spartans put it out for a BGSU throw, and good example there of that intense press from BGSU. Nowhere to go with the ball. Michigan State puts it out of play.
Ooh. Bowling Green gives the ball away sloppily. Pretty easy training ground stuff for Brandon Graves. He's going to get up and make a great throw down the field to Eli Shope, who heads the ball down and will charge forward. He's going to look for a little help from Kuzmano. He's always good on the ball, very hard to dispossess. Back to Jenny. Across the field to Cale Nichols. Some good interplay here. Love it when Beto has the ball in this kind of a position. Falcons retain possession. Josh Erlinson, the left side of that back three, had the chance to speak with his brother last week here. Jake was playing down for Columbus Crew 2. He's rehabbing from injury, and it was awesome to see him back here for the Ohio State game. He was excited to be here, talking to kids as he walked around, and has just been an awesome part of this team and will continue to be a supporter of BGSU soccer as Beto has a chance there. Back into the box.
Beto had just a great change of field there and ended up with the ball back at his feet. Half chance, can't quite get the shot away.
Great little interplay there between Michigan State attackers. I love this switch on and off though between Joey and Amir. That was fantastic. And then handled up the side. The fans are loving that. Eli Shope's gonna look to escape. Oh, what a ball to Beto as well. Kuzmano looking to make a run. Beto looking for the outlet. You'd like him to find that a little quicker and keep that momentum going, but that was a great sequence of events by the Falcons there to not only avoid a direct attack on goal, but get the counter going as well. Beto with a great sliding pass to keep possession.
I'll tell you what,
Josh
Stephen,
Wilson.
as a Falcon fan, I just love to see them in possession. I love to see them a little bit settled, not rushed. And of course, as I say that, we turn it over, but we had a nice little spell there, a minute or two, just holding the ball,
Happy
passing
to have the
around.
ball. I like it too. Yeah.
Yes.
Especially because we really have some creative types, and we have players capable of making key runs. So I will say that Coach Nichols does not prefer that style. He prefers to be very direct.
They want to transition quickly, attack quickly,
score
quickly. Why pass 20 times when 5 passes might do?
He said that. He said, I'd rather pass 4 times than 16 times. But I will echo what you say. We have some skillful players who can be creative like that. Amir Dietrich looks for Masters, but I think maybe thought he was a little closer. You know why I would like to have the ball if you're the Falcons? It means you don't have to press for a little bit.
Absolutely. that classic
Liverpool legs, you know.
Pep Guardiola rest on the ball. That's a classic City trope.
No, here's a great attack. Oh, Nathan Masters doubles back. He's going to whip the ball in. Possible handball there?
No. So. Good defending there from the Spartans.
No protest from the Falcons.
We had a weird angle there, Stephen.
Yeah. The long shadows of the evening, perhaps. It is scoreless with just about 22 minutes left to play here in the first half of our final game in a trilogy of Big Ten games. Falcons looking to score their first goal of the season have not been wanting for chances. Kyle Kuzmano blocks the sun from his eyes and makes a big throw in. Apanunu heads it back.
Good win from Joey there.
The Falcons will go again, although no, I believe, I don't know if not sure what the referee saw there, but be a goal kick for Owen Finnerty. Falcons happy to sit on the ball here a little bit, as you desired. Now moving up this right flank through Eli Shope. He's had a lot of the ball today.
Tricky.
Hit him with a little tricky move. Spartans are back in numbers though, and now there'll be a throw in. There's going to be some subs coming on, at least one.
Trace Terry making his first appearance of the night.
Trace Terry, tall glass of water, 6'2". Have a Peter Crouch-esque silhouette.
More of a Harry Kane in my mind.
Well, let's not say that. We need him to show up in big games.
Well, if you're not an Arsenal fan, that's a favorable comparison. Harry Kane on track, of course. Look at that, Trace Terry involved right away.
With a bicycle kick.
With a quasi bicycle there.
They might have written him a song had that gone in.
Absolutely. The 6'2" freshman from Bellbrook, Ohio. Bellbrook, of course, powerhouse.
Bellbrook sounds like a wonderful place where you can.
It sounds calm.
You could drink.
There's a meadow. There's a brook.
Yeah, you could drink right out of the brook if you
Sure.
had a cup with you or a thermos.
One of those live stream
Yes.
filters. Those filter straws.
You don't even need the filter.
Michigan State on the attack. Uh-oh.
Oh, it just skips past, but somehow skips past the Falcon defender as well. Long distance shot and does not miss by much.
Well, just moments ago, I think that was certainly their most dangerous attacking position of the night.
It was.
Was not able to capitalize.
I have to say that I like the defensive pairing between Joey and Amir. I don't, it's almost, dare I say, it's almost a two in the back with Josh Erlinson cheating up the left a little bit.
Sure.
And I like the pairing between Amir and Joey. It's it has given me a little nervous butterflies at times, I'll say that, the shape of that pairing. But Amir has looked fantastic, and Joey his usual fantastic self. And obviously, the Falcons have only given up 2 goals in 4 games. So
yeah, well, you see the two of them. They're constantly communicating, and they're switching on and off pretty seamlessly. So
yeah.
like what we've seen so far from them, they certainly look calm at the back.
They do.
No doubt about that. And I do think there's been a little bit more connection between that middle third and final third so far tonight. No goals yet, but just a little more calm in possession. They look a little more assured. And they've created a few chances. They just haven't been able to find that elusive goal. Will it be Trace Terry that breaks the deadlock?
Our ball boys are doing a great job out there, getting the balls in quickly. Much appreciated. We'll get you a club name here at halftime, but doing a great job out there.
Friendly reminder to anyone listening that the Premier Arts Festival in the state of Ohio here in Bowling Green this weekend. If you do have the chance, make the drive. Come to beautiful Bowling Green. Check out that Black Swamp Arts Festival. You will not be disappointed.
Yeah, there's no actual swamp. It's just
That's right. It
arts,
used to be
music.
Used to be a swamp.
Yeah,
many moons ago, before some very inventive and courageous folks came in and tiled this entire area.
I thought it was a glacier.
Okay, well, yeah, sure. Like millions of years ago, it was a glacier. I meant more like 100 years, 200 years.
Oh, I think this will be a foul against Michigan State. Yeah, it will be. So Joey just takes a very standard defensive line there and is rewarded for standing his ground.
Joey's picked up a couple of fouls tonight. That's surprising to see someone as large as him be fouled that many times, but here we are.
Yeah. But Will, just to echo your point, it is a great festival, adult-friendly, kid-friendly.
Friendly to all ages.
Friendly at all ages, dog-friendly.
Sure.
Come check it out, downtown Bowling Green. Amir again with that thoughtful ball back. Doesn't just put it out of play. Brendan Graves, some good interplay here. Cale Nichols is freelancing.
Cale Nichols carrying the bar here, 30, 40 yards.
Oh, great pass, and Beto might
one
have
more.
a go.
Tell you what, one more pass.
Yeah, I think so.
One more pass would have really set up the Falcons for a good shot.
I think Nathan Masters probably would like that one. Aimed at his feet.
Joey with a towering header there. No hesitation. Good control there for Michigan State. Finds the open man. They can
Number
make an
8,
attack
the
here.
great pass. Michigan State maybe could have taken a quicker pass. Now BG set up in the back.
Called the offside flag has gone up there.
I think Coach Nichols, you can see him clapping across the field, excited and appreciative of that defensive consistency.
Well, we're just about 4.5 games in here, Stephen. I think we can say with some confidence that these Falcons defensively, they're going to be pretty good. They're going to be hard to score against.
Goalkeeping's been good, been coached well.
Every time we say something nice, by the way, something poor happened, and apologize to the Falcon faithful out there. But defensively, boy, they look strong. From strength to strength back there. Teams get chances only if they attack very quickly in transition.
Absolutely.
And those chances are few and far between.
Want to give a shout out to all our friends and former players of the program. We know we got some friends and former coaches out there watching. Big shout out to them. Always be a part of the Falcons program, and want to thank them for everything they've done. And also excited to say, Will, that tonight we premiered a documentary about Mickey Cochrane, the patriarch of the program. It's been a labor of love of mine for the last 2 years.
Absolutely.
A lot of people from the program involved in it. Mike Sheehan makes a cameo. Actually, he's in it in several parts, his interview. And I'll have more news about that. There's going to be a URL where you can watch it, and I'm excited to share that. But we showed that tonight, and it was pretty awesome. So look for that coming forward. And look at this battle. Number 8, Ifosa Evimovan, is just very strong down the left. Extremely strong. And it's going to be a challenge.
So I think what the referee's done here is he's played advantage and allowed play to develop. Joey wins the ball. Referee pulls it back and then gives the yellow card. I'll tell you what, Stephen, you don't see that too often. Not much of an advantage there was won by the Spartans. Would like to see that call.
Are we sure the yellow card was on Amir or on Joey?
It was not on Joey. That was on Amir.
Okay.
And that's why they've pulled the free kick back to here.
Oh, right. Okay. You're saying, but Joey won it.
Yeah.
That's strange.
And
reminiscent of Gabriele Martinelli getting 2 yellow cards in this same sequence of play.
Sure. Who can forget?
Wow, what a throw.
Great throw there.
And Cale Nichols, oh, gosh. Yeah, that was just a very optimistic ball.
Well, I hope we don't need to come back to that, Stephen, but I will say this. That was a soft yellow on Didic there. Not much of a pullback. You've seen those given, those strong pullbacks defenders do when they get beaten. That was not it. I hope that does not come back to be a factor in this game later on.
Just under 12 minutes left. We are scoreless here at Cochrane on a beautiful night with a full set of bleachers. Mickey Cochrane is in the building, named after him, Cochrane Stadium. It's an honor when he and his lovely wife, Tricia, come out and take in some soccer. I know all the alumni that are here. We're so excited to see him in good health, up and about. Such a treat. Saw Jim Golden before the game, so honored to have him joining us here. He features prominently in the documentary as well and was extremely involved in the creation and funding of this stadium, along with many other alumni who we appreciate and value.
Steve and I had the chance before the game just to talk to a few, and the alumni community here is strong.
Absolutely.
Excited to see that and be a part of that going forward. Really great community that attends these games and continues to support the program going forward.
And Will, not to put any pressure on you, but you know, I know that you have some proteges that potentially could be BGSU soccer alumni someday.
That's right.
You know?
That's right. Big shout out to Silas Kiefer Earhart out there, almost assuredly not listening to this broadcast, but
in spirit. If that's he's listening in spirit.
In spirit.
Kuzmano cuts across.
Ooh. Nice.
I'm sorry, I don't believe that. I think that was Martinez. The sun is playing tricks, but Bowling Green with a couple good cutbacks,
yes.
2 good cutbacks there.
Yes, and Trace Terry right in the danger zone, right there. Almost got his foot to that.
I have seen Silas play, and he is quite electric. I think if we could offer him a scholarship now, we would, maybe with an NIL deal, but I think it's a little early.
Well, I think his father would be open to it, would probably take it now as an 8-year-old.
Could be a conflict of interest. We're going to have to look into the.
We'll have to look into the ethics of that.
Yeah, we'll need to find a lawyer as disdainable as they are, distasteful, reproachful. Corner here. You know, I liked the first few short corners he took. I liked them a little less each time. Oh gosh.
Tell you what, good interplay with Nathan Masters and Trace Terry there. Nathan Masters just holding out the defender, giving Trace Terry a little bit of space to shoot. Couldn't quite find the right opening, the right angle, but a dangerous chance there.
I think we would be remiss to deny Michigan defenders some credit here as well.
Sure.
They are actually have weathered an onslaught at this point of attacks in the final third. Bowling Green not able to finish as the temperature just dips a few degrees suddenly as the sun descends. Amir thinks about switching the field, but instead plays it back to Graves. Joey to Amir. Great ball to Martinez. Just a little too much for Nichols, who hadn't started his run yet. Little communication problem and some heavy breathing. I think perhaps both sides might enter a slightly slower phase of play to close out the half, but maybe not, as Kuzmano instantly presses again. This team is very well drilled on the press.
Not too many subs from either team thus far.
No.
Usually BGSU has notably fewer substitutions than other teams, but pretty even so far tonight. We'll see how that holds on in the second half.
Great idea down the left to number 20, Tyler Crawford, right into the waiting foot of Joey Papanonu. The wind picking up. Couldn't tell from the field. The flag is still hanging still. Wow. Jenny will just see that out with a strategic kick against the defender. Falcons playing in tight spaces here. Trace Terry just didn't have really anywhere to go with that. Seen some creativity from the Spartan forwards here. BG been up to the task so far. The Bowling Green certainly can't afford to give them too many chances. I don't know if that was strategic, but I think Erlinson faked like he was going to head that and then let it go over its head for Graves. If he did, it was a very strategic move.
Well, I think the most dangerous sustained pressure there from Michigan State that we've seen so far tonight. They had a couple moments when it looked like they might break down that Falcon defense.
Yeah. Brendan Graves several times today has taken the slightly riskier but more aggressive pass, and they've paid off as Joey turns the wheels on. He's got a couple of those in him a game, and he uses one there. Trace Terry's going to cut in. I like that, no one home.
But just a fantastic example there of Joey and Dijic trading off.
Tackle.
When Joey finished his push forward, he did not sprint back to the middle.
No.
He knew he was covered. He stayed where he was, and then he was able to win that slide. Just a really great example of the understanding those two are showing so far tonight.
That's a lot of trust for basically 3 or 4 preseason games and then, you know, four games, and that will go out for a Falcon throw-in. 5 minutes to play. We are at zeros here at Cochrane Stadium. It's been an entertaining game, pretty back and forth. I'd say the Falcons have had the better of it, but Michigan State coming on as of late.
0-0, probably fair. I think if there was a goal, you'd like to see it in BG's favor, but yeah, pretty even game.
And Will, I can tell you this, the home fans are gonna go nuts for a goal, a Falcon goal.
Yes.
They're waiting for it. So, Trace Terry with a piece of excellent skill. As Abdi Faki is in the game, bringing some of that electric energy.
Ooh.
Beto.
There's nice interplay there between Beto and Cale Nichols.
Oh, great. Wow. Looked good coming in. I think a little wind to knock that out of the air would have helped, but
the wind does pick up here.
Other way, though, usually.
Other way. Of course, Bowling Green, one of the first large wind installations in the state of Ohio. Something we still enjoy in this community today.
Yes.
You see that wind a little bit there on the field. Great throw
Great
from
ball
Cale
to
Nichols.
Jensen Lukaku. Trace Terry, boy, he can turn the speed on.
Ooh.
Abdi Faki was ready for that as well. Trace Terry with some great pressing, and can Cale Nichols drive this in?
Oh.
Just no one ready for it.
Good interplay down the right-hand side.
Yeah. Trace Terry not giving up on that play, winning the ball again, earning the Falcons another chance. Coach Nichols is going to love to see that from his 6'2" freshman. Ball hangs in the air for a while.
Oh, Abdi Faki getting in the mix there. Not called. Little surprised to see that, Stephen, if I'm honest.
Judged to be a clean.
An aggressive shoulder there. Let's see if they switch play out here to Nichols.
Yeah.
In acres of space.
Beto's first touch, so good.
And Nichols cuts inside, and the ball goes outside.
Just a little mix-up.
Interesting, Nichols started towards the left-hand side of the field, now over here on the right, closest to us.
Shout out to former goalkeeping coach, assistant coach Sean Tiepen for correcting me. Mike Golden is in attendance, not Jim Golden. I've had this documentary on the brain, so Jim Hodge was a huge part of the stadium project as well. They worked on it together, so the Mikes and the Jims. We love them all.
We love them all. We love the Mikes.
We love the Jims.
We love the Jims. They've got the one-syllable names. We mix them up.
We appreciate their contributions to both the teams they played on and cementing Mickey's legacy here through the stadium project. So thanks again, Sean. Appreciate it. Oh, beautiful little chipped ball. 40 seconds is plenty of time. Trace Terry on the ball, cutting forward. Needs some help.
Ooh, hangs one up. He's there. Oh. My goodness.
Hey, the fans are rewarding that
yes.
too. You love to see that fan support. Didn't score, but people are excited.
Trace Terry served that ball on a platter and said, go get it. Oh, so close in the end. Can't find the back of the net. Good first half for the Falcons. Second half upcoming.
We'll see you soon.
Changed, united in our vision of the future. More than 38,000 donors answered the call, representing all 50 states and 26 countries. More than 160,000 contributions were given, raising over $250 million. $101.7 million in scholarship and student support funds were committed, creating 235 new scholarship funds to accelerate student success and accessibility. More than $28 million in gift revenue was received in fiscal year 2020 alone, our highest level of yearly philanthropic support, demonstrating the unparalleled commitment of Falcons in the face of extraordinary upheaval. Stirred by emotion, propelled by purpose, lifted by your empowerment, we are airborne. From historic gifts that changed our campuses to focused contributions ensuring that all Falcons soar, your impact is profound. We are educating the world's next generation of trailblazers to forge ahead, honoring our historic strength in business education, preparing journalists, media, and communication professionals to speak the truth, skating with an eye toward the future, and building up our frontline healthcare heroes for those with the courage to respond and preserve our public health. This is not the end of a campaign. It's the beginning of our path forward, one renewed with meaning and optimism, unbridled by the conventions of how it's always been done. Because when Falcons take flight, we make a difference forever. Bowling Green State University, a public university for the public good.
My major does not define me.
I'll probably be working jobs that don't exist yet.
I want a fulfilling career and to make a difference.
A rewarding life starts with being true to yourself, then taking action. Our design coaches help identify what empowers you so you can think big, try boldly, and stay curious.
A BGSU education is bigger than a degree.
It's a toolkit.
For a life of purpose.
So my name is Sadia Azmi, and I'm from Mumbai, India, and my major is psychology. BGSU was my choice because I did a lot of research and I applied to quite a few universities and I got through them too. But BGSU's program for IO is ranked really highly, actually ranked number 3 in the country. And so it was an easy choice. So when I got here, you have to understand that I'm coming from Mumbai, which is just kind of called the New York of India. And so it was a big, busy city, and coming to Bowling Green was like, whoa, like what century, something has changed here. Initially, it was a little bit of a surprise shock. But then as I got to meet people, you know, I met my advisor here on campus, and then I made friends just living in the dorms. Slowly, I knew nobody when I came to campus. But slowly I made so many friends that within a month or two, it just started feeling great being here. I have volunteered at the ISA, that is the Indian Student Association, and also at a few events of Global Connections, which is a campus come outside organization where they help out international students. And besides that, I just make it a point to attend every other event that I can, you know, be it the Chinese Student Association or the World Student Association or the African American Student Association. All of that just to get to, you know, meet new people, learn new things. So after I finish this semester at BGSU, I'm going back to India to get married. And then I'm coming back in January. I have this internship that I have planned for the next semester. Probably I will be continuing with the internship that I'm doing right now. And then I will also be taking my GREs and then applying to schools for my PhD program. I would definitely recommend BGSU to students. My opinions, my views were really valued here. And especially for international students, because you bring a different perspective. I have observed that professors and, you know, teachers on campus here really value that. So like, you know, in class I would be asked, what is your opinion? Like, and in a very nice way, like, not like in an outsider, oh, you know, what do you think kind of thing. And also, it has been just a great learning experience and definitely recommending it.
At Bowling Green State University, we're a public university for the public good. A nationally ranked research university, we create public good through our graduates who lead and our collective pursuit of impact in Ohio and beyond. Founded in the Midwest, we never shy away from hard work. We embrace our responsibility to do good. We're proud to have state in our name. It's who we are, always striving forward. Always a public university, always for the public good.
My definition of a frontline Falcon is somebody who works in a discipline that provides services to people when they're very vulnerable.
They are there every single day taking care of our loved ones when we can't.
Early on in the pandemic, it was clear to me that our students and faculty were going to need to be out on the front lines working. Our medical laboratory sciences students participated in COVID testing as soon as COVID testing was possible. Our long-term care administration students and alums provided very compassionate care to people who were isolated and alone. Our nursing graduates got out into the workforce a month earlier than they would normally be.
Our graduates were able to enter the workforce on a temporary nursing license, and those graduates hit the floor running. The School of Nursing began in July of 2020, and it was really a fitting time in history to create a nursing program to help increase the demand.
There's many, many ways that the disciplines in the College of Health and Human Services rapidly made adjustments and began delivering services to the community.
We thank you for answering the call to come to this profession, and we thank you for everything you do day after day.
Thank you all for being here today. You are here because you made a decision to be collegiate student athletes. So clap it up for yourselves. So let me ask you a question. Raise your hand if you want to win a conference championship. Raise your hand if you want to win a national championship. National championship. Keep your hands up if you're willing to wake up 4:30 in the morning for mandatory workouts. Those hands will go down because not everyone's willing to make those sacrifices. Keep your hands up if you're willing to put student first. All the responsibilities that it takes to be a student athlete. Are you up for that challenge? The lifelong friends that you will make, the failed attempts that you will learn from, the education that you will earn will all develop you for life after sports. So I'll ask you, are you willing to compete? Are you willing to execute? And are you willing to be a leader? Are you ready?
I think education changed dramatically through the pandemic.
We saw teachers being incredibly creative and reaching out to one another to network for ideas to keep students engaged and still learning.
Our commitment was to make sure that people were educated, to do it in a safe environment. One faculty member brought a camper and parked outside to meet students there.
We could space out and do the office hours in a socially distanced, safe manner. And I just wanted to let my students know that I'm a real person outside of the Zoom box.
For a lot of faculty, this was the first time they'd been teaching online, but for faculty in our college, we've had robust online programming for years. And they became really great resources. Starting in the spring of 2020, we worked with local school districts to organize these academic enrichment camps. Our faculty, staff, and students, we made a difference in people's lives, and I think that's what a public university for the public good should be about.
Colleges and universities are no longer accepting just a student. We are accepting an entire support network and family unit with them. How do we engage and leverage our families to be supporters and partners so their students can be more successful inside and outside the classroom? Parent Family New Student Connections was created and established in November 2020 to provide support, communication, advocacy, education for our families. We're not asking our families to drop them off and leave. We're actually saying, be a partner. One of our favorite new initiatives is during move-in weekend, we've hosted a tassel ceremony where we have given our families a tassel, which is a promise from the institution that their voice and presence and support and partnership will will make the difference in helping their students be successful. As we evolve as a department, one of the ways that we want to activate our current families is creating a parent council. Having voices of current families advise our department, we are working towards the same goal, which is retaining and graduating our students.
Justice will not be served until those who are unaffected are as outraged as those who are.
You don't know what you don't know, but at the same time, you have to be sensitive about the different things that are going on in people's lives.
We're all struggling and we're all fighting a battle, and we have to figure out how to build that bridge.
We ultimately want them to leave and do public good through teaching physical education and health education. We want to promote moving.
Kids very early on, probably 18 months to 2 years, kids can initially start to interact in types of activities where they are, for example, running, skipping, hopping. So just getting somebody to roll a ball and a child to go after it, collect it and bring it back. That's perfectly permissible for young children to start doing. And then obviously over a period of time, those skills begin to develop.
It's really important that we have strong role models. We call it observational learning. And I think when we grow up with seeing people that we admire partaking in physical activity, we're more likely to do that, whether that be a professional person or someone like a parent. When we see them active, more than likely we're going to be active. And I think that's really important, that we instill physical activity from a young age.
As kids approach kindergarten, preschool, we're starting to teach them the importance of different types of locomotor skills: hopping, skipping, running, jumping, galloping. Those sort of skills will initially provide a foundation for later on skill development, also develop their critical thinking, decision making in games and sports. That's something else that we can do, as well as teaching them how to interact with one another.
It started with you. A breeze building momentum. A movement gathering force. Even before you could see it, you could feel it. The flutter of hope, the rush of potential, the inexplicable pull toward the edge of opportunity. Falcons take flight. 7 years ago, Bowling Green State University challenged our community to join us in changing lives for the world. Powered by the strength of Falcons who came before us, guided by our indomitable spirit. Together, we rise. Even as the world took new shape amidst a global pandemic, we fixed our sights on tomorrow's horizon. You gave, and it altered our course. You gave, and we are forever changed, united in our vision of the future. More than 38,000 donors answered the call, representing all 50 states and 26 countries. More than 160,000 contributions were given, raising over $250 million. $101.7 million in scholarship and student support funds were committed, creating 235 new scholarship funds to accelerate student success.
Welcome back to Cochrane Stadium. My name is Steve, and I am joined by Will here in the second half of a scoreless game so far. right away. We've got an issue with the kickoff.
Stephen, the sun has set here in Bowling Green, and I'll tell you what, we've also set the stage for an incredible second half. The lights are on in Cochrane Stadium, and I am optimistic we are going to have a absolute firecracker of a show over the next 45 minutes.
I like it. The home crowd is clamoring for a Falcon goal. The rumbling from the aluminum bleachers will be glorious. There is a mysterious wind.
It is truly mysterious.
Well,
we haven't experienced wind here before.
I'm looking at the flag and it's not interested in the wind. It's a strange wind.
The ghost, the presence of Falcons past. We just have a sense that the second half has something special in store for us today.
I like that. This ball stays in.
Tell you what, you're not gonna see a more proficient slide tackler than Joey Apinonu. I mean, the number of times he has gone to ground successfully tonight, absolutely sensational.
He does it with thought and care.
And panache. The panache.
The arm back,
yes.
kind of the slide.
It's art.
It is art.
I'll tell you what, art comes in all forms, in all shapes, and the way that Joey Apinonu approaches those slide tackles.
If you could cast that in bronze, you could sell it at the Black Swamp Arts Festival.
And it's a good time to mention here at the beginning of the second half, the Black Swamp Arts Festival going on here this weekend at Bowling Green, Ohio. Please do shop by the premier arts festival in the state of Ohio and really the region. Oh boy, we've got some shenanigans at the back, but BGSU able to clear. Woo! A close moment there.
Nathan, I think that was off the possible head or back of a ball boy, who seems okay.
Yeah, ball boy's up.
Coach is using that as a teachable moment. Hey guys, watch the game. You know, let's enjoy the greatness here.
Although we've got to say, shout out to the ball boys. Multiple times in the first half, BGSU wanted to play fast. Each and every time the ball boys were there to facilitate that happening. Ooh.
That ball had a little dip on it.
Tell you what, Grayson Mercer there for Michigan State.
He's thinking top bins.
And he had that angle, and we had the perfect shot here in the press box. He had that opening, couldn't quite find it there in the top left. He wears the number 9 shirt. You have to think he's hit a few of those in practice.
Absolutely.
Couldn't quite pull it off in the game.
And there is a 50-yarder from Joey. And Eli Shope has the speed. Oh, I love that ball. Fantastic ball to Nathan Masters.
Just noting here that Eli Shope, who had started on the right, now playing on the left. You wonder what Coach Nichols has seen there, switching that up.
And you wonder if Eli Shope is quickly becoming one of the first names on the team sheet.
Absolutely. I don't think we would have said that a year ago.
Absolutely not. And that's not to say he played bad.
Sure.
He was a super sub, and he played competently, but he's playing excellently now. Rare muff from Joey, but he recovers, and Beto will recirculate. I like this ball. Cal Kuzmano. Falcons need it.
Ooh. I don't know that there's anyone else you'd want that ball to fall to.
Nope. He is so good. Just a little unwieldy tonight. Maybe some nerves. Just need to crack that seal, as they say.
Absolutely. You've got to break the seal or crack the seal. Traditionally, you break the seal.
Break it, crack it, whatever you need to do.
Depending on the type of seal, sometimes it needs to be cracked. Michigan State attacking. What a ball that was. My goodness. Just put over the bar.
I think the Falcons a little caught out there.
Absolutely. I think we've got Grayson Mercer in a dangerous area again for Michigan State. The perfect through ball. Let him take that one time. Just couldn't find the net. But you love the audacious attempt to chip the goalie. Just couldn't find the net. But for me, Steven, that's the best look at net that Michigan State's had all night.
Yeah, BG a little stuck in here, throw in. Martinez.
Sergi Martinez a little quieter tonight. You get the sense that the flow of play up the field has been a little wider tonight, not so much through the middle.
Yeah, I was just about to say we haven't said Jensen's name much either, and that's where he does most of his work. So
yes.
Could be a matter of taking what the Spartans will give us. Certainly competent down the sides.
Tell you what, Spartans looking electric to start the second half. He's been called offside.
Yeah, but
it was a close one.
But that doesn't take away from the potency we are seeing from.
Yes, we are.
Green and white here.
You know, I'm about 40 yards away. I did not think he looked offside from here. I glanced when the pass was made, but the linesman judged it differently. But it was certainly close. Michigan State is knocking at the door, creating chances here. BGSU needs to answer.
Josh Rowlandson's going to continue kind of on the overlap and nothing doing there. This will end up in the crowd. All right.
You know, disappointing there from the crowd. Fan chooses to knock it down with one hand instead of catch it.
May have been a goalkeeper and just was worried about that going in.
Sure, an audible. What a. Tell you what, we've got a free kick going to BGSU's way, and we're actually going to see a yellow shown here.
Yeah, and the clock will stop due to a possible head injury.
I'll tell you what, that's a yellow card. Awarded to number 22 on Michigan State, Will Perkins. That a little bit soft for me, Stephen. I think free kick was the right call. I don't know, not a lot of intent in that one to me.
I think anytime there's a head involved, NCAA would like to see that called as a yellow.
And of course,
understandable, looking out for our student athletes.
100%. We value our student athletes, their head health. Very important to us here at BGSU. This is a dangerous free kick for BGSU.
And it should be Beto that takes it. He is more than capable of converting these. But I wouldn't be surprised to see Nathan Masters.
See, I know, Steven, I'm sitting here thinking, like, you know what? I'll tell you, I wouldn't mind seeing Joey rifle this into the top corner. We've seen him switch plays so many times. You've got to think he's got it in his locker.
Beto can just get it up and down. Oh, it is. No.
Oh, I love it.
Ooh. And it was not, he can get it up and down. It was not off by much.
He can.
It was a little more of a looping ball than I would have expected. I thought if it was going to come, it would come with some pace.
Sure. Well done there.
The double fake.
Well done from BGSU, winning that chance, creating that chance, and not able to convert, but hope for more of the same here in the second half.
Just over 38 minutes left to find a winner.
Michigan State winning the free kick here in the Falcons half. This has been a slightly more composed Michigan State here in the second half. I think number 5 is onside here. Oh, just can't quite track it down, but Jack Zuge there did so well to stay onside, just couldn't quite get to the pass.
That is Josh Olson. To show. Graves in a little tricky spot there. Thought he might actually come out.
Joey with an I'm a star jump there, able to get it just off the knee, improvising to win that.
Nathan Masters is
Michigan. The officials playing advantage here.
Challenge, yeah. Good block.
Well, I've been critical on a handful of occasions. I need to say, well played from the official to play advantage there. That was Michigan State was able to adopt a pretty good attacking position.
I'd love to see BG switch the field here to Eli Shope, but just can't get it out. Now need to double back and reinforce a little bit.
2v4 there, not too much in it for Michigan State. Ooh.
Just wide. Nathan Graves not troubled.
Number of chances creeping up. Creeping up for Michigan State. You'd be interested to see the XG for the second half. I think you'd see it in Michigan State's favor. XG, a flawed metric, of course, but a nice stand-in to see how the teams are performing compared to each other.
I don't know how that's computed. You need a lot of software and
you
analysts.
certainly need computers, Stephen,
Yes.
and up here we don't quite have that.
We don't.
Again, with the Premier League on a break this weekend, you'd like to see them share some of that technology, some of those referees, some of that VAR, but they have not made that available to us here in Bowling Green.
Oh, great. Gosh, I thought that little toe poke was going to do something. Out wide to Shope. Let's see if he wants to turn and run. He does. Cuts in.
Well done. Oh, I love that. Tell you what.
Not off by much. Eli Shope.
Eli Shope showing out there. You know, a little passion of mine, Stephen, is left footers on the right and right footers on the left. Eli Shope on the left,
maybe a foot,
cutting in on his right and just whipping
Belts
the ball in there. And tell you what, he caught the goalie off guard. The goalie was not going to be anywhere near that one. Can't quite get to it. Owen Finnerty, I think, pretty grateful to see that go over the bar.
Yeah.
That's what we've seen, though. That's what we've seen from Eli Shope so far this season.
Joey with another big intervention.
No surprise there to see Joey hit the deck and come up successful. You know, he has to lose one of those tackles sometimes, Stephen, but it hasn't happened yet.
Even if he loses one, it's going to be like a strategic move.
That's right. In Joey we trust here at Bowling Green, just an anchor at the back.
And you know, I think there were some concerns with Jake leaving for MLS.
Absolutely.
And I think obviously they share the same last name, but Josh Erlandson has done a great job. And then Amir, the new addition, has been incredible as well. Eli Shope back on his horse. Feels like he's owed one here. Cuts it across.
I love that.
Oh, Beto, that has to be
Surely. Oh, I'll tell you what.
He says no.
I'll tell you what,
to be a
Stephen.
penalty.
The official has missed a trick here. That
was a clear penalty for me.
Yeah, it's certainly in real time from the press box. So there's our caveats. Real time from the press box. Stonewall penalty down for me, Stephen.
But our refs are out there doing their best. I think
that's right.
Called
That's
a good
right.
game.
We've got great officials here in the MAC.
We really do.
And
They do a
we're
great
fortunate.
job.
Eli Shope again. Oh, you've seen it. Oh, my goodness. My goodness me. Owen Finnerty. He might be on his way to having a blinder here tonight because Eli Shope is going to be testing him time and again.
I mean,
what a shot.
These are good. This was top bins if it goes.
Wow, my goodness. Owen Finnerty. Tell you what, hat tip to that Michigan State Spartan goalie because Eli Shope thought that he'd scored one of his best. My goodness. And you know, for those of you at home, we've got two commentators who quite literally grabbed each other in anticipation of that ball going in. We thought he'd found that top right corner.
A fraternal excitement that only soccer can produce.
That's right.
In the air here tonight at Cochrane Stadium. Wow. My advice to Eli Shope is keep doing that.
Yeah, keep doing that. And you have to wonder, Stephen, I mean, I think it's worth saying, nice header. Oh, my goodness.
Oh,
just
that bounced in.
Just creeped to the right of the post. But tell you what, I'm not sure who's responsible for it, but let's give the credit to Coach Nichols putting Eli Shope out left, putting him in a position to be cutting in on the right. Eli Shope certainly looking dangerous out there. Have to wonder whether that's going to continue and whether he can create another chance to do ever so well.
Yeah, I hope he keeps shooting. Keep the shooting boots on would be my advice.
Absolutely. Joey wins another header. Beta puts it out wide, but
Josh Erlandson being tested. Oh, and that almost comes off. Spartans in attack.
little bit of goalie wars going on. Owen Finnerty clears it all the way back to Brendan Graves.
Brendan Graves not had a lot to do tonight, but I think his distribution has been good.
I've liked what I've seen from Brendan Graves distributing the ball.
Oh, beautiful pass from Eli Shope to Nathan Masters.
Tell you what, through the legs
Hard
there.
foul.
You'd like to see that. You like to see him playing hard.
Yeah. Probably still a little too early to have Joey going forward there.
Sure.
I think 30 minutes left, but oh, Beto, just a little dummy sweep into the box.
Sergio Martinez.
Is there a bicycle here for somebody? I say just send it.
Uh-oh.
Oh, what a ball.
Michigan
what a
State
first
with
touch.
numbers if they can capitalize.
Yeah, Mears in control.
Yeah. Well done there.
Ball will hang just a little bit.
Brief chance for a 4v2
oh,
there.
Joey
for
just
Michigan
takes
State.
control.
Yeah. Those defenders.
Now Eli
so
Shope
good.
has the speed here. He actually can just run away from these defenders and find a pass. Nathan Masters now has a lot of work to do. Oh, and Beto can hit this.
My goodness. Wow, if you're watching
Folks,
at home.
these balls are inches away.
Wow. They could not get closer.
The fans are getting every penny's worth. It is free, but I think the metaphor stands. This
Sure.
is electric.
But certainly fans have invested time and energy.
Yeah,
and
emotional energy,
and,
opportunity costs.
Some of us are paid for our time. And
Not us,
and
to be clear.
To be clear, not us. But others are, and those fans are being rewarded here tonight. My goodness.
Wow.
I love this second half, Stephen. Back and forth. Both teams with really good chances. And both teams holding firm. You have to wonder who's on the bench thinking, I'm going to be the player to make a difference. What's Trace Terry thinking over there? What's Abdi Fakhi
interesting.
thinking?
Yeah.
What are those other players thinking on the bench?
Freshman coming in would be.
Can they be the one to break the deadlock?
Beto. Oh, I like this ball to Eli Shope. Good first touch. Drives in. Beto able to recover. Through Erlitzson. Beto again. Sorry, Jensen Lukosku. Beto now. Nathan Masters loves these balls.
Ooh.
Oh, he loves a chance like that.
Owen Finnerty aware and on top of that. Good thing he was.
He is putting in a shift tonight.
Absolutely.
And never seems too far from disaster, but has been able to keep a clean sheet. Credit to him and credit to the Michigan State defenders.
But then credit to
Good
Nathan
job.
Masters pressuring Finnerty
Yeah.
and winning that throw.
Kind of creates mini disasters for
He
people.
does. He himself.
Beto. Oh my goodness, great
ball.
chance.
He's at the back post. Can he do it? Oh my! I don't know if Finnerty got a finger to that or not, but that was.
See here, folks, you are watching a 0-0 thriller, as funny as that sounds. That did need help. I'm surprised.
Little surprised they
That this
didn't
is
give that
given
as a
as a-
corner, but
Yeah.
credit to Finnerty because we were able to see there on that replay.
Really touched that ball.
The 6'2" senior from Walled Lake, Michigan. He's building a wall in front of
I
that,
like that.
Michigan State goal because BGSU cannot find a way through. Finnerty seems to be everywhere, the left side, the right side. There's no part of the goal he's not covering.
Go out for a
BGSU with the throw, Eli Shope with the ball. Good chance to switch fields. There we go. That's Cale Nichols out on the right. Haven't said his name as much this half.
Not as much.
Most of the action down here on the left.
Gosh. Michigan wants to break, but good shape in the back from the Falcons. Falcons being careful not to foul. Good block from Amir.
Oh,
this is a great opportunity
you can
here.
See that nickel
Look for
style
Nathan Masters.
play.
Look for Nathan Masters to make that run at the end. So good at this.
Ooh. And that's that.
Bit of a wasted chance there.
You can see the players, they've been drilled so well by Coach Eric Nichols to break with pace.
Will, do you think the legs are starting to go a little bit on some of these forwards who are not only making these runs, but also pressing incessantly? I think we may see some possibly new names in the last 15 minutes.
Absolutely.
But Coach Nichols, like you observed, does not make as many subs as some coaches.
Yes.
The wall there just too thick as we see the bats swarming around the lights here at Cochrane.
And 20 minutes gone here in the second half as BGSU puts it in.
Beautiful ball.
Once
These
again.
balls are on point. Michigan's going to look to counter. PG with numbers, though.
They just don't look panicked at the back. It doesn't mean that Michigan State can't break through, but look at that. Joey just busts through. Oh, he does put it back to number 12 for Michigan State. Able to put it into the mixer.
There you
but
go, Brennan Graves. And he's gonna slow things down. I like this, not to just immediately try to restart the attack. And Will, look at the moon.
My
above
goodness.
the football stadium. It is beautiful.
I don't know if you can see. You're going to get a shot of that on your
There
screen,
you go.
viewers. It's your top right screen underneath that big stadium light in the top right. That is the moon, my friends. It is big. It is beautiful. It is yellow. It is here to stay all night. And I think that the moon bodes well. That big moon. It's ready for Bowling Green to score, but can Bowling Green do the deed and finally convert one of these chances?
It is a beautiful night for some soccer, I'll tell you that much. BG under attack here. Oh, gosh.
My goodness.
Michigan State, I would say, against the run of play, slips one in the bottom left corner.
Too many times we've seen this here at Cochrane.
We
where
have against the run of play.
Against the run of play, an opposing team comes in from the Big Ten and puts one past in the second half. I'll tell you what, a good goal there from Michigan State. Well constructed, well played into the middle.
Opportunistic into the bottom left. Yeah,
and
good finish.
Yeah, the finish was excellent.
Yeah, and I don't think Graves can do a lot more there.
Yeah, I agree.
Good finish.
I agree. Well, these Falcons are going to have to dig deep. They've had to dig deep for 4 games. We're deep into our 5th game, and they'll have to do it again.
24 minutes to find an equalizer.
I'll say this, heads have not dropped.
No.
BGSU is ready to.
Players have been here before. Fans are encouraging. Trace Terry is back on. Eli Shub will come out. He has been running hard, and it makes sense that he might need a break. Nathan Masters now will chip this in. Oh my gosh. Trace Terry will fight for this ball. So Falcons right at it, like you said, heads have not dropped. They will search for an equalizer here in the last 24 minutes or so.
And Trace Terry, just like the first half, he comes on, makes an immediate impact, challenging Owen Finnerty for the ball.
Kick there from Apolino. Josh Earlson with a little pirouette to escape through the middle, make a little more space. Union will play an aggressive, ambitious ball. Falls favorably for the Spartans.
Falcon faithful. We've reached that point in the game where I confess that sometimes I myself find myself sucked into the action, not even speaking, just hanging on every action of these Falcon players.
Something here. Nathan Masters just has an unstoppable engine. Falcons now playing with kind of some raw emotion. I think probably feel hard done.
Absolutely.
Advantage being given. I think that'll come back if this dies out quickly, which it doesn't. Kuzmano now on the ball, a little give and go. Let's see if Beto wants to. Oh, nutmegs him. This has surely that's given. There we go. Points to the spot.
It is.
Points to the spot.
Not
well
many dots
earned
there.
as well.
Not many dots there.
Yeah. Card's going to be given.
So the yellow card is displayed to Gianni Ferry for the foul in the buildup. I tell you what, the official certainly held on to that one in his pocket for quite a few sequences there. But
looks like Apanunu will take this.
I don't hate that, Stephen.
I don't either.
I don't know that anyone strikes the ball better than Joey on this team.
Maybe the goalkeeper will just get out of the way.
Stephen, you know, of course, you always back the player to score these, but if there's one goalie that might stop it, it could be Infinity. What a night he's had so far tonight.
Let's see what his windup looks like. I think he's rather quick to the ball. Long legs. We don't expect a stutter here.
Surely not a Panenka.
And Apanunu scores, bottom left. And look at it go, get that ball. He wants that ball. The goalkeeper covers it up, but he says, let's go.
And you love
they want another.
You love to see that from the Falcons.
And they want another.
They're not done with one. They want two. They want three. They don't want to stop.
It's 1-1 at Cochrane Stadium.
They've broken their duck, so to speak, and they're ready to break it even more.
Joey Apanunu scores on a penalty, on a foul in the box. Carlos Kuzmano, I'm going to say that ball was won from some feisty tackling by Nathan Masters.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And this is what Nathan Masters can do, is look at him just, and this is where Nathan Masters will just terrorize you.
Into the box is surely not, wow. I'll tell you what.
All of the momentum right now going the Falcons'
Absolutely.
way. Look at Beta with another one of his little skips. Oh my
what
God.
a ball. Fizzed across the 6-yard box.
You are watching absolutely electric soccer right now. The press box is buzzing.
Now, I've got to say this, number 12, Nick Stone from Michigan State, a heck of a tackle in the build-up there to keep BGSU out. Still, Beta was able to recover the ball, fizz it across the 6-yard box, but no Falcon on the end of it. You have to think if they do that a few more times, they're going to find the back of the net.
With 21 minutes left, this game has gone from electric to positively
nuclear.
ablaze.
Okay.
I don't think you're allowed to do nuclear anymore. It's solar. Michigan State in attack again. Dumped off. Oh!
What a save. Brendan Graves.
Brendan back on it.
Tell you what.
Geothermal out here, folks.
Geothermal. Couple of
and now a moment of peace. Brendan Graves is going to say, hey, I like the energy, but let's catch our breath.
Sure.
Woo. What a game. Kuzmano's going to take off with it. And look, watch Trace Terry here with that size. Says, hey, feed me on this corner. Let's see what service is like into the box here. Great ball.
Who else?
Joey Apanunu. And if you're a central midfielder, do you really even want to try that? I mean, is that just live another day?
Brendan Graves.
Very,
very well
tricky
done.
to take that one time. Kuzmano with a great
Very
first touch
well
there
done
as
for
well.
Brendan Graves. Playing that sweeper keeper.
Really have to
Manuel
get that
Neuer.
right.
Yes.
Also.
You're not going to see David De Gea doing that, that's for sure.
Sure won't.
And of course, that's why Manchester United should sign a new goalkeeper in the next 12 months, but that's a separate discussion.
Opportunities here. Oh, falls nicely. Oh, little bobble.
A little bit of a dip there from Cusumano. Didn't quite find who he was looking for
He's
there.
got that ball in his locker too.
Absolutely.
Really does. Seen it at practice many a time.
Well, the mood has shifted and done
Really
a 180 here in Cochrane Stadium. The moon is getting higher and higher, and so are the chances of a BGSU victory. They are pressing, just can't quite find that second goal. 18 minutes to go to see if they can change the luck.
Well played, and that will go as a Bowling Green throw-in. We'll leave some of the pressure here. Oh.
BGSU all 11 behind the ball right now.
Michigan State probing. It's going to be, flag goes up.
Just drifted into an offside position there on the left. Brendan Graves with the free kick. Hits it long. Just a complete shift here. BGSU in total control.
Great distribution from Graves. I have liked what I've seen from him. Kuzmano calls for that cross-field switch. A little ambitious. Like to see him drift in a little more, maybe. Trace Terry with some nice footwork there. Oh, Beto just has the cheekiest footwork in the box. Michigan State escapes creatively there. I believe that did go out. Yeah, it did.
And even if it hadn't, Julian Benonu was
Yeah.
there
That
as
could come
always.
way back.
Hey,
Yeah.
you'd like to see that at least halfway up that that half. Joey wants the ball. No doubt about that. Well won out there. Chase Terry. Can he find that final
I
pass?
like that
Not
low
quite.
fizzer. I
Oh,
like that low fizzer, though.
I like
it's a
it as
different
well.
look.
BGSU just so well structured. Even when Michigan State breaks, tell you what, didn't need that.
Clean. Yeah,
Beta
it's
didn't
from
need that. They
behind.
had
No.
numbers. It was 3v3.
Yeah, I wasn't too worried there, but
any 3v3 when you've got Joey for BGSU, you like your chances. Bit of a needless foul, but at the same time, also, you know,
15 minutes left. I don't
shuts
hate
it
it
down.
from a strategic standpoint.
Shuts it down. Yeah. You'd have to think he'll be disappointed to be sent off in this game.
Yeah.
And here we are once again, BGSU Falcon fans. The moon is rising ever higher. Soon on your screen, it's going to be right next to those stadium lights, maybe even behind it. 15 minutes left, 1-1, all to play for. It is poised on a knife's edge here. What can Michigan State make of this?
Kuzmano there in coverage.
Dangerous ball.
Oh, very dangerous. I think that will roll out for
goal kick is given.
Pressure valve released there.
Trace Terry comes off the field. Eli Shobe coming out here to the left once again. It looks like Cusimano is pushing up front. Maybe he's going all the way off the field. Tough to tell from here. Now it looks like he's heading out to the right.
Moving things around.
I love Eli Shobe out here on the left again. Remember, just 20 minutes ago, cutting in onto the right, shooting again and again, just missing that top right corner. He'd like his chances here in the final 14 minutes. You know he's going to want to get on the back of those a couple times.
Eli Shope with a hometown hero goal to beat a Big Ten team would be special on Alumni Weekend. From the way he's played, it would be
well deserved.
Yeah,
well
really
deserved. Certainly, he and Joey have stood out today as top performers.
I have really liked Nathan Masters' work rate.
Absolutely.
It has been just
no
incredible.
poor performances on this Falcon team today.
I agree.
Can they find that second goal?
Wilson takes a close shot off the chest to slow down the Spartan attack.
And I'll tell you what, Steven, surveying the fans here at Cochrane Stadium, everybody is leaning forward, edge of their seats. They're desperate for these Falcons to find that second goal. They've been waiting for a couple games to just explode, and we haven't quite been able to do that. But the crowd
and you want to see an
right
open
here.
play too.
Absolutely.
You want the
absolutely.
Needlessly given away there.
Well done.
Great.
Very well won there.
Great tackle to win that ball back after losing it. Let's see if the Falcons will swing.
I think it was Cale Nichols with that tackle. I'll tell you what, Steven, at this time of night, at that distance, it's a little bit difficult to tell which
we have
which
some of the
blonde-haired,
the smallest numbers in D1 soccer. They are difficult.
I do think it was Cale Nichols out there with that very good play to win the ball back and create that chance, even if ultimately it came to nothing. Well done. Can he switch it out to Eli Shope? One man to beat. Can he beat him? Ooh. Turnover to Michigan State. Quick attack. This is the way that Michigan State's likely to score in that quick transition. Can they find? Ooh. Tell you what.
Joey just sees it over.
Joey
quick
Appanonu.
communication. He's doing some wrangling in the back, getting his guys in line.
It's good defending, but he's feeling like a lucky boy right now,
Yes,
and I think that's the right feeling because that could have gone anywhere. All 11 Falcons in or around the box. Everybody back to defend this Spartan corner kick. And the official has spotted an infraction there in the build-up to that corner kick.
Amiss.
Nobody hit the ground, but
Nobody go long here. Are we going to play out from the back? It looks like over the top might be the move.
The wind picks up here at Cochrane Stadium. The Falcons look to dig deep, find a little bit of that great black swamp magic.
Jake Bergen is coming on for Jensen Lacrosse Group.
I'll tell you what, what, Stephen, for me, that's the kind of foul that I'd like to see a yellow card given versus some of the others we've seen given tonight.
Yeah. Severity of the collision.
The pain level for a player for that kind of tackle is certainly much higher than some of the other things we've seen tonight. But he's back on his feet. Good to see it. BGSU tries to play it quickly. The official has brought it back. Not happy with the pace at which Beto took that one. And now Beto moves forward, going to rely on someone else to make that final kick.
Ball into the box. Let's see if Joey one-times this. Does. And that will go out of play. My sunroof was open. It may be in my car, actually, from where that landed. I will return the ball to the program. I know they are quite expensive.
Oh, Infinity straight to BGSU, already in possession. You can see how much it means to them. They want to find that second goal. Another draw just doesn't feel like enough for this BGSU program. They want to find that second goal. They want to get that win.
Nichols on for Guzmano now, so the shape is kind of returning to some normalcy. And Michigan State kind of gifted this opportunity here. Picked off from behind.
So well defended by Joey Abenuna there.
Very careful not to foul as well. Graves, not the easiest save, but needed, you know, not too challenging, but needed some attention.
You know, I was just about to say I've really enjoyed Brendan Graves' distribution today, and of course that was the one that that
was a little troublesome.
That got away from him, but
he has looked good all night.
You can appreciate from Coach Eric Nichols' perspective wanting those, you know, attack, transition quickly. Brendan Graves' distribution has certainly facilitated that today. He's gone quickly with his throws a few times and created some true BGSU counterattacks, some openings that might not have been there with a slower distribution. Unfortunately, just not able to capitalize on any of them yet today.
Yeah. Should give credit to the awesome assistant coaches too. Nate Kapanik, who's here in the 4th year, and assistant coach, and then another assistant coach, Martin Melkor, who joined from Coastal Carolina. It's his 1st year. And then we have a volunteer assistant coach, Caleb Blevins. So it's his 1st year. So welcome to the program. We are happy to have you here coaching our fine student athletes.
Good composure there from the Michigan State defenders, able to safely guide that ball back to Owen Finnerty. Joey
I love how he
Abenona.
just strategically decides what's going to happen.
Again, we are told he does make mistakes from time to time, but I'll tell you what, Stephen, he doesn't seem to make them in public too often. As the clock ticks under 6 minutes, Falcon faithful, not too much time left. For this to find that second goal. I think he thought he just kept it in. Erlinson thought he'd ballet dance down that touchline, but unfortunately the linesman felt differently.
Michigan State is almost resigned to a draw. I know BG is definitely not, but you almost wonder if Michigan State would just love to get out of here at 1-1
Absolutely.
now.
Absolutely.
They're not going to give up a big counter, I'll tell you that.
I'll tell you what.
He just plays like Nathan Masters plays like he is 6'6", 280 pounds. He looks like a linebacker.
A little bit of conversation from some of the Michigan State players after the fact. Nathan Masters certainly, I think it's fair to say, put his shoulder into that challenge, you know, a little bit more than perhaps one is allowed to do on a soccer field. Sometimes you see that come off. He is perhaps not quite as big as some of the other players out there, but that time I think it was a pretty easy call for the official. Yellow card, probably the right outcome. This is Will Perkins for Michigan State lining up. Can he find the final pass? Give Michigan State an unlikely victory here at Cochrane Stadium.
Nathan Masters just up and away. Let's see if the Falcons can get a good bounce.
No, that's an easy one
there
for the official there. Wouldn't be surprised to see a yellow given. Looks like we're going to see it. Once Abdufaki won that ball, there was, I don't think, much doubt with just a few minutes left that the Michigan State defender was going to choose take that yellow card. Probably the right call. You don't want to see that quick counter from BGSU. Certainly their bread and butter last year, and so far hasn't quite come off tonight. But yellow card for Michigan State, no real surprise. Two yellow cards inside of a minute, Stephen.
Yeah. This is Abdufaki. Good ball. I actually like this ball. Keep it in. Beto. I believe that's out for a corner. And I wonder if Joey will think about coming up here, and he's not going to.
You'd like to see him up, Stephen. Look, if you look at your screens right now, you've got 3 BG defenders marking absolutely no one. You'd like to see some of them go forward.
I think he could. Yep, here he comes.
Late breaking into the box. Certainly not marked right now. We'll see when the kick is taken.
I think it's a strategy for him to come in that late.
I think that's right.
Oh, goodness. You just want to see this sent back in, but it doesn't have to be instant. It can be thoughtful.
A little bit soft there for me, Stephen.
Just under 4 minutes.
For those of you listening at home, you can probably sense the tension, the drama. Even Stephen and I watching here, we're being sucked in ourselves.
We are standing up.
We're standing. Everyone in the press box is standing, certainly that we can see. Even some of the fans here on their feet, craning their necks at every single moment of this action. Can the Falcons find that final goal here in the last 3 minutes and 15 seconds? Are they able to get that elusive first win of the season? Certainly it would be well deserved.
This is an ambitious ball. Oh, thrown down.
Pretty. That's
say the ball was already out of the sphere of influence, I guess.
I'll tell you, Stephen, that's you don't like to be too critical of officials, but that was a wow.
Oh, and now they're going to call that on Nathan Masters.
Pretty poor there, I think. Poor sequence from the official there.
Now this is where Nathan Masters has to be a little careful. He has gotten in trouble with the extracurriculars, but he lets it go. He lets it go quickly. Good on him for that.
Big miss there from the official on that one. I have to say that would have been a good, dangerous free kick for BGSU. And instead it was Michigan State with the free kick going the other way just moments later.
There you go. Flag goes up. Like to see BG play with a little urgency here. Just under 2 minutes. You figure maybe 2 more goes.
We'd like to see a little bit of that Fergie time given, but unfortunately with the clock running down, just not an option here.
There is no overtime. Tie would stand here at 1-1.
Well played there. You love that intricacy. Just not, I tell you what.
They're going to say no foul.
Ooh, takes a dip.
Oh,
yeah. Corner kick to
It's a
BGSU.
corner. Joey is
and let me
excited.
Let me praise the official there. You've seen those given, but I think it was the right call to not give the penalty there for BGSU. But my goodness, Joey with that ferocious shot there takes a deflection. You see that late dip. Doesn't quite bend underneath the crossbar. Just dips enough to hit the top of the net.
Rumbling.
You might hear it. You might hear it at home. The bleachers are loud. Folks are stomping their legs.
Into the box. Going to the Falcons. Joey may rush over to take this. It's funny that every set piece is like, where's Joey going to?
Absolutely.
Is he throwing? Is he
Absolutely.
Heading? He's going to be right in the box.
This is it for the Falcons. Michigan State can break here. They do have a 3v2 if they can get up.
Brandon Graves is a little caught out.
Yeah, that's a good foul.
Yeah,
good foul there.
Good foul.
Good foul there.
Yeah.
We expect to see a yellow there, certainly.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if I've seen it given yet.
I think they will let them, they're going to stop.
Yeah, they'll give them a free kick there to end the game.
Folks, this was an electric one, which will end 1-1 here. Barring,
barring some theatrics. You've seen it happen, Stephen. You've seen it happen.
Our next home game is Friday the 23rd against Oakland of Michigan. And that will be at 7 p.m. Please join us here at Cochrane Stadium where the games are free. And we will also make an announcement about the Mickey Cochrane documentary as well. So let's see this game out, though. Like Will said, there's 5 seconds of game left. I don't want to disrespect those last 5 seconds.
Will Perkins
what
here
has
for
been
Michigan
an amazing
State.
game.
Can he put it into the mixer? See, can they find a poor ball ultimately?
And that will be the end of the game. Folks, thank you so much for watching. We appreciate it. We hope to see you out at Cochrane Stadium soon.